Dressing like Bond is not that hard actually, but what if I told you that you can dress even better than 007 himself? Well, in this video I'm going to break down his best outfits from the entire series and show you how you can not only adapt but also improve his style and where to find his pieces for only a fraction of the price. Excluding black tie, that would warrant its own video. Also, this video will focus on business attire, not his casual style. So, I just said that we would not be covering casual style, but that really depends on what your definition for casual is. Me personally, I love traditional classic British casual style, and that means board jackets and tweed suits. Sadly, this is one of the only times in which we see Bond actually embracing this part of his heritage. We see him sporting this tweed jacket and trousers in the second act of the movie, when he's at Goldfinger's country club and also when he's traveling throughout Europe. He wears a tweed jacket by Anthony Sinclair, mid to light brown creased trousers, a white shirt with a slight grey stripe, and also a light brown knit tie by Turnbull and Asser. This is perfect for going to an old money country club or for a walk or drive throughout the countryside. So, what can be improved? Well, first of all, wear your cufflinks the right way, or maybe skip them altogether for a more casual suit. Second of all, add a belt. And the discussion of whether one should wear a belt with pants or not is a very controversial one. In my opinion, belts look best with odd pants and jackets rather than when wearing a full-on suit. In this case, a belt would be highly welcome. Third of all, because we are talking about the 60s and because you will see this is a recurring theme, the lapels could be just a bit wider. And I would also try on a newsboy cap. Some affordable alternatives for his clothes, if you don't want to spend thousands of dollars, would be a jacket from Cordings at only a third of the price, pants from Spear & Mackay at only a fifth of the price, and a tie from Ota. There is also one mistake that almost all outfits in this list are going to make, and I want to know if you can figure it out by yourself. If not, I'll reveal it by the end of the video. Here we're doing a complete 180, and instead of focusing on cold weather British style, we're focusing on more Italian-inspired warm weather linen suits. And when it comes to all year round versus simply summer suits, I do believe that men should have both in his wardrobe, because a navy suit might look good all year round, but a tan linen suit will look best during the summer. This is the perfect example of being stylish yet also comfortable and even casual at the same time. Bond wears his Brioni tan suit, a cornflower blue shirt from Turnbull and Asser, and brown monk's shoes from Church's. Unlike the previous outfit, here I would personally drop the belt, because we do have a full suit. Another mistake that Bond makes are his socks. The socks simply do not go well at all with the outfit. I would go for socks in the same color as the suit, or in a transitional color between the pants and the shoes. As for the shirt, I would opt for a linen one. The color is good, but you could also try green or maybe even darker blue. Some affordable options for the items are a suit from Suit Supply. You can get the same thing done for a fifth of the price. The shirt from Eton and shoes from Logue. This outfit is almost perfect, but the details are what makes or what breaks an outfit. Absolutely iconic look featuring a blazer, which in my opinion is the most attractive item that a man can wear. But this is a more casual twist on the blazer. You know, classic style wisdom warns about wearing a double-breasted jacket opened up. But in my opinion, this looks absolutely amazing for your more casual attire. Plus, what are rules if not for breaking them? And this is what Italians might call sprezzatura. He wears a double-breasted blazer from Brioni. He wears a blue shirt with his top two buttons unbuttoned, tan pleated trousers, also from Brioni, and brown brogued Oxfords from Church's. Honestly, there is not really much that I would change when it comes to this outfit. Perhaps try a white shirt, and instead of the brogue Oxfords, I would personally go for some monk straps. This would also be the perfect time to add an ascot, such as the one that Roger Sterling is wearing in Mad Men. Amazing example of stylish yet casual. Some affordable alternatives would be the blazer from Hawes & Curtis I have very frequently mentioned and featured in my videos, and pants from Pini Parma, which will set you back about a tenth of the price of the one from Brioni. I will make a bet with you right now. Get yourself a double-breasted blazer and notice if people look at you differently on the street. Then come back and let me know down in the comments below. Sticking with double-breasted jackets, we have Roger Moore's iconic look from The Man with the Golden Gun, his double-breasted charcoal chalk stripe suit. Fun fact, Bond only wears 4 double-breasted suits throughout his whole run, and all of them were worn by Roger Moore. This is my personal favorite out of all of them because it's very Kingsman-esque. Like the suit I'm wearing right now, heavily inspired by Kingsman, I think every man will benefit from having one in his wardrobe. His outfit consists of a custom-tailored double-breasted light grey chalk stripe suit combined with a white shirt and a burgundy tie. We don't really see his shoes, but the only proper option would be a pair of black Oxfords. While Bond wears a very lightly striped shirt, I do believe that a Winchester one would work better for this occasion. Also, the tie is a bit too plain for the suit. I would go for a patterned tie as well. Just make sure it doesn't match the pattern of the suit. Want to know another way of achieving classic British style? Well, it's by combining pink and blue. When it comes to outfits, I simply love variety, and that means maybe sometimes straying away from navy and grey to other colors such as tan. And for summer, once again, this will look much better than your average navy suit. His outfit consists of a bespoke 2-piece cream suit with a 2-button opening and notched lapels. And I really appreciate that his suit does not suffer from the 60s craze of very skinny ties and lapels. He pairs that up with a pink shirt paired with a navy knit silk tie and cream dress shoes, which I believe are the weakest part of this outfit. Definitely replace the cream dress shoes with proper dark brown ones. And alternatively, you can also add a vest for a more Gatsby inspired look. And for a more summery twist, I would highly recommend my friends from Ota. They have amazing ties and cufflinks that work well in a variety of different occasions. You can find more about them in the first link in the description. Okay, so we covered tan and cream suits, but maybe those are not the best choices for you. What other suiting options do you have for summertime? Now, some men are simply not comfortable wearing white pants, for example, so a completely off-white suit is definitely out of the realm of possibility for them. This outfit comes from Spectre and it is definitely my favorite Daniel Craig formal look. For the longest time, I personally thought this was a full suit, but if you look closely, the pants are mismatched, so it's more like odd jacket with odd trousers. The combination of earthstones is purely spectacular. And here you have a jacket by, of course, Brunello Cucinelli. Who else? In my opinion, however, this would have looked much better as a suit if the pants matched the jacket. Otherwise, if you do want to keep this an odd jacket-trouser combination, I would make the distinction between the jacket and the trousers much clearer. You do not want people to think that you mixed and matched parts of a different suit to try to pass it as a full ensemble. Instead, when it comes to odd jackets, the intention is very important. Once again, drop the belt, and the pants would really benefit from being high-waisted and a fuller cut. Some affordable options would be Pini Parma for the pants and Suit Supply for the jacket. Now, I think we've covered quite enough summer ensembles for the near future. Our next one should serve as inspiration for when the days grow short and the nights grow cold. In my opinion, the toughest qualitative menswear item to find nowadays is a proper coat. The coats you can find nowadays in stores are very skinny and they barely reach below your knees. Classic coats are much longer and much heavier, and the perfect example can be seen in Tomorrow Never Dies. This is such an iconic look, and it's all thanks to the coat. I mean, you cannot even compare it to the garbage you find nowadays. In this instance, Bond wears a Brioni navy worsted 3-piece suit and the iconic coat. The tie and shirt are from Turnbull and Asser, but that is less important right now. First of all, before we get to the coat, I would like to mention that I do believe a grey suit would have worked much better with the brown coat. that is just my personal opinion. Finding a similar coat nowadays is going to be extremely difficult, unless you're going for the full bespoke route, obviously. I am also personally looking to getting my first coat like this, and my top contenders right now are Suit Supply or Edward Copenhagen. If you are willing to make certain compromises, other valid options include Cordings, Spear & Mackay or Thomas Farding. The suit color is really the only thing I would change to make this look even more perfect, otherwise it's unbeatable. So far we have discussed the best outfits that Bond has ever worn, but now it's time to move on to the top 3, the Hall of Fame. Also, fun note, the combination of a blazer with chinos or odd trousers is known as the California tuxedo. We've had the blazer on this list before, but this is the much more formal way of wearing it. Simply such an iconic British look. His outfit consists of a navy blazer with silver buttons, beige trousers, black bit loafers, and a white shirt and striped tie. To improve this outfit, a navy blazer in my opinion looks much better with golden buttons rather than silver. The silver buttons can easily be mistaken for mother-of-pearl buttons from a distance, but gold shines in such an iconic pattern, and I think Goldfinger would agree with me.
All my life I've been in love with its color, its brilliance, its divine heaviness.
Double-breasted, in my opinion, would also be a better choice, but single-breasted blazers also require some love. Luckily, the jacket lapels are not a product of the 60s. They're in a proper width, but the trousers are a product of the 70s. They're called the bell-bottom flare trousers, and it's something I am very happy we moved past. Now tell me, do you own a navy blazer? Is it single or double-breasted blazer? Please let me know in the comments. Remember when I told you that it's extremely difficult to find qualitative coats nowadays? Well, you can actually find this exact model still for sale. Now, I want you to realize that this is the first time that we ever see Roger Moore. And oh man, what an amazing entrance it is. He wears a navy worsted wool suit, mostly hidden by the iconic Chesterfield coat. And you can actually find this exact coat at Anthony Sinclair's for about $2,000. Combine it with a blue poplin shirt with cocktail cuffs, a sort of hybrid between button and French cuffs that I am also looking forward to getting, and one that was also worn by Sean Connery in Dr. No. His regimental tie is from Benson & Clegg, a brand that I'm very fond of. Please check out their golden buttons for blazers and also their cufflinks. And finally, black leather gloves, for which I would personally recommend Fratelli Orsini from Italy. There is really not much room for improvement. This is a perfect look. Now, if you want it, you could add a fedora, but perhaps that's for you, perhaps it isn't. If you do wear a fedora, I would love to hear about it in the comments. I am also a fan, as you can probably see behind me. For an honorable mention here, I have his morning dress ensemble from A View to a Kill. Most people, especially when going to the Royal Ascot, wear black morning dress. In my opinion, this grey ensemble that Roger Moore is wearing looks much better than a black one ever would. And finally, last but not least, James Bond's most iconic look. Let me know if you've guessed it. His three-piece grey suit from Goldfinger. The best Bond movie for the best suit. That's accurate. Now, before this, we've only seen Sean Connery's Bond wear, I would say, boring two-piece suits in mostly business colors such as grey or navy. This is the first time we see him mixing it up a bit. And it's also, without a doubt, the most iconic Bond look in the whole of history. His outfit consists of a three-piece Glen check light grey suit made by Anthony Sinclair, white French cuff shirt, and dark blue silk knitted tie, pairing that up with black derbies. And even though this is an iconic look, there are a few things that I would like to change. Starting off with the lapels and the tie. They are way too skinny for modern standards, and they are definitely, as I've mentioned before, a product of the 60s. Otherwise, one more thing, I would definitely pair a three-piece suit, which is honestly one of the most formal outfits you can wear, with black Oxfords and not derbies. Other than those two minor details, the outfit is absolutely perfect. Now, finding a proper suit like the ones Bond wears is a pretty difficult task nowadays. Suit Supply is definitely an amazing choice, and if you would like a guide on how to use the configurator they have on the website, step by step explaining every little detail and how I do my own suits, please let me know in the comments and I would gladly make one. Otherwise, check this video out where I ranked the 46 best old money brands, and also some of the worst ones.